More than 490,000 Americans have lost their lives to the pandemic. And as we enter year 2 of the virus, thousands of others who have gotten sick and survived are realizing that a full recovery may be elusive. Many battle a wide range of health problems that still baffle doctors. News Nation reporter Denise Valdez has that story tonight.
Fear and frustration in the face of COVID.
My chest hurts, my back hurts, my stomach when I cough.
Spring 2020, Nahama Kravitz knocked down by a bug. Besides the obvious physical signs, her mental state wasn't right.
I was on the phone with one of the people on my team at work, and I couldn't remember words. There were words that I couldn't remember.
One day I was taking a shower, and I could not breathe. I had to kick the shower open, and I just passed out on the floor, and that's when I went back to the hospital.
Carla Washington and Kravitz are just two of the thousands of people suffering from symptoms weeks and even months later.
There's a few terms for it: post-COVID syndrome, long COVID, long hauler syndrome.
Dr. Silhan specializes in internal and pulmonary medicine. She estimates about 10% of COVID patients are what are now being called long haulers.
The most common are breathlessness, exercise intolerance, fatigue, some chest pain, cough.
She had all the official signs, but the diagnosis couldn't validate it.
So when you got your test and it came back negative, what was your reaction?
A part of me was devastated, to be honest.
The positive test would have confirmed what she was feeling. Without it, she felt lost.
I had a few patients who had mild to moderate symptoms for the first 2 weeks, and then week 3, they were completely negative, but then they were actually sicker starting week 3. This is a new thing we're seeing.
The virus is unpredictable and unforgiving. People who were seemingly healthy with no underlying health conditions have their bodies turn on them, suffering with long COVID.
This is seeming to happen, at least in my experience, to people who were otherwise extremely healthy and young.
In some, the immune system just falls apart. In others, organs are targeted. Heart failure, kidney disease are not uncommon, but the symptoms for a long hauler swing so widely, it's tough to nail down.
It's been trying to figure out why I'm having all of these symptoms and not getting a lot of answers.
Although there may not be clear answers, there is a community. Both women found it on Facebook by joining support groups.
This is a real thing. These are people who are all over the world who are writing about the same exact symptoms.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. This is really real. Like, I'm really not back to where I am, and other people are going through the same thing.
In Las Vegas, I'm Denise Valdez, News Nation.